that figured out?
Yeah.
There. I do not. I mean, Kenai might at the front, but I don't have it.
What do you have a timer on your phone just in case mine runs out of battery? Yeah. Okay. Why do you need it for? Do you have a type C charger? No, I have a lightning. If you find a lightning cable from someone, you have a charger for that. Okay. Just in case though, you have a battery. Yeah, I got it on my iPhone. I was making sure. If you need it. Between rounds, I'll have time to know the time for the go around, right? Sorry? You just told me the time for the no, I didn't. Yeah, like, you wanted to be different. He said it was 1 minute 30 seconds. Yeah. Yeah. I'll figure it out in between. The kid round is a 3-round though, right? I think you didn't tell me how many rounds, but you just told me how long and then when to, do that.
Big right hand from Tyler Hart. That did damage right at the end.
Looks like the blue corner is calling it. Reference here. Setting the tone early is Jonathan Nagabo. Nice catch though. Nagabo is down again. Oh my. Third is mine. Oh, and a big shot to the body and a big one to the head. Followed up by Zachariah Hodges. Oh, he got caught there. Find yourself in the clinch. And Omar Foda. Oh my God, the flying knee. Looking to control the pace, but takes a big shot, and that's damaging. Caught him well though, and they're almost out of the ring here. Debut, quite impressive. Knees from Lebutte Sage. He finally realizes that he's celebrating here, and the crowd is on their feet. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was King's.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from the banquet hall at the WFCU Center and live on We Digital Productions, good evening and welcome to King Striking Series 5, Canada versus USA. Tonight's event is sanctioned by Wfcu Canada, presented by Windsor Thai Boxing, and proudly supported by Downtown Windsor BIA. Our officials for this evening's card, Jesse Batchelor, Ali Colderin, Drew McBride, and Maddox Cruz, and I am your ring announcer, Aaron Sanders. And now, to kick off the card, we have a trio of exhibition bouts for you, the future kickboxing stars gracing tonight's stage. So let's get underway with our first bout of the evening. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, from right here in the Rose City, representing Windsor Thai Boxing, he is known as the Lion Slayer. Please welcome Samson Kemp. Kemp. Introducing next, the challenger, fighting out of the red corner, also from Windsor Thai Boxing. Please welcome the Deuce, Jared Floyd. Floyd.
Calm and collective as ever, and that's an advantage going into your first ever fight. There's no other way to put it. That's exactly what it is. Go over the rules that they went over in the back. Jesse Joseph will officiate this one. And here we go. Start off dancing in the center of the ring, and a quick little knockdown there. Back up to his feet quick. Again, these two teammates, Sanjay, so they know each other well and are just here to get a little bit more practice. This is really where you learn a lot in front of a crowd, in the ring, and live here on YouTube.
Yeah, the hands of both competitors will be raised at the conclusion of this bout. And the theme for tonight is Canada versus the U.S., but in this exhibition bout to kick the card off here inside the banquet hall at the WFCU Center, it's the Battle of Canada versus Canada, Battle of Windsor Thai Boxing, compadres, Drake. Exchanging leg kicks early are Samson Kemp in the blue and Jared Floyd in the red.
Nice catch there from Jared.
No better training than the experience of a real fight. Taking everything they've learned from the gym, applying it here in the center of the ring.
And this is part of it right here. The crowd amping them up a little bit. Got to use that energy to your advantage. 1 minute and 30 rounds for these young men. So we're down to the final 10 seconds of the first round of 3. It's a good start for 2 young men who, let's call a spade, Sanjay. Got more courage than I do to step inside the ring and do this in front of a crowd. It's not something that I'm signing up for.
Yeah, in comparison, talking is easy. Drake, talking is a lot easier.
Yes, better said than done. Easier said than done. Sometimes.
And the broadcast tonight coming to us from We Digital Productions as we take a look back at the first round between Jared Floyd and Samson Kemp.
Deliver with a big right hand there to start things off.
Kemp's corner was calling for the teep kick. Let's see if he uses that to get some distance on his opponent, Jared Floyd.
Something you're not used to is, kind of listening to your coaches in this environment too. The adrenaline's going, the crowd's loud here at Kings 5, and that could be a difficult thing, but it's part of being a pro athlete, it's part of being a fighter. And here we go now.
Oh, wow.
They're comfortable, they're throwing them.
Yeah, Samson Kemp is opening up in the second round.
And this is not where you want to find yourself against the ropes, but circling back wisely, taking a little bit of damage though.
Yeah, Floyd taking the center of the ring. Oh! Wild with that attempt at the overhand right, nothing doing there.
You heard that one and the crowd reacted. Rightfully so.
Jared Floyd's corner calling for the jab, low kick combination. The headgear giving some problems for Floyd as Kemp looks to take advantage.
And you got to deal with that and be resilient to it. You see he took some damage, some shots to the body as he was trying to fix that headgear, taking it back and forth here in this one.
Yeah, the headgear keeps slipping for Jared Floyd, and Samson Kemp has identified that problem. Going to look to take advantage.
Another big right hand from Kemp, but that's a common problem with these fights. A lot of times the gear slips off, and again, this being their first, they got to get used to it.
Again, you think you know what it's going to be like in there. You think you know how tired you're going to get. You train every single day, and then when you're in there for real, it gives you a new perspective.
Absolutely. 1.5 minutes doesn't sound like a lot, but it is, and we're down 2 rounds. 1 more to go. All of our exhibition bouts are 3 1.5-minute rounds. And again, as you mentioned, Sanjay, both young men's hands will be raised at the end of this one.
But to your point, Drake, 90 seconds when you're in there is a long time.
Absolutely.
It's not like 90 seconds from here. Especially when fatigue starts to settle in.
Mm-hmm. You got to imagine that was a bit of a tiring round for them as we saw coming out hot. We're going to watch back the highlights here. Right away from the second round, both young men just throwing them.
Yeah, much more activity in the second round compared to the first. Feeling slightly more comfortable in there, especially Samson Kemp. But Jared Floyd is holding his own, no doubt about it.
One last chance for both Jared Floyd in the red and Samson Kemp in the blue. 2 teammates going at it here. And the crowd firing them up for our third and final round of our opening contest here at Kings 5.
Oh, wow. And open up early for this third and final round is both kids. Wow, and wailing those leg kicks is Samson Kemp. Floyd doing a great job of catching him, however.
Beautiful. Got to capitalize on that.
Oh!
Follows it up with some nice stiff jabs, which can really get you far. The fundamentals can do a lot. I'm sure we'll all be talking about that throughout the evening here, son.
Nice knees by Kemp. The crowd picking up on that there. Fatigue starting to settle in visibly for Jared Floyd, who's doing a great job again holding his own as Samson Kemp continues this onslaught with the knees and the right hands.
Final 10 seconds.
And both of these young men are going to throw it all out here.
This is where you lay it all out on the line.
Knees, kicks, right hands. A great
Ladies and
showing
gentlemen,
for
give it
Jared
up for
Floyd
Jared
and
Floyd
Samson Kemp,
and
both from
Samson
Windsor
Kemp.
Thai Boxing. Brilliant showing for these gym mates from Windsor Thai Boxing. Samson Kemp in the blue, Jared Floyd in the red. No doubt going to see them at the Kings Striking Series for many years to come.
Give it up for the future of Kings.
As we take a look back at the highlights from this fight, you know, going in, it was Jared Floyd with the confidence on his face, but it wasn't until the second round that Samson Kemp started to open up.
Absolutely, but neither young man here has nothing to be ashamed of. Again, going the distance, putting it out on the line. And Jared Kemp, and here's our next two exhibition bouts. We just saw this one, but Jared Floyd came out with that confidence, which is part of the fight game too. Something that they're teaching them down at the West End of Windsor, and rightfully so. Two more exhibitions until we get into our Waco, Canada sanctioned fights, where pretty much everyone is.
Ladies and
Canada
gentlemen,
versus
one more
USA.
time for Jared Floyd and Samson Kemp. Two future stars of Windsor Thai Boxing. Our next match will be an exhibition bout of USA versus Canada. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner from Ypsilanti, Michigan, representing Bushido MMA, Nico Coco Valdez.
And here, one of our exhibition fights is going to be a battle of nations, USA versus Canada. Nico Valdez making his way from Ypsilanti, Michigan, representing Bushido MMA for his second Kings exhibition.
Yeah, we've seen him once before. We were talking about the nervous energy when you're in there for your first exhibition bout, but Nico Valdez, he's past that
Introducing
stage.
his
He's been
opponent,
there before,
fighting out of
and
the
he's
red
back once
corner,
again.
representing Windsor Thai Boxing. It is Suhaib, the Eagle of Fundabek.
Another fighter from Windsor Thai Boxing, Suhaib Afandabek.
Being accompanied by his older brother, Saheb Afandabek, who has fought here at Kings 3. He'll be cornering his younger brother here for also his third Kings exhibition fight. Two youngsters with a lot of experience under their short belts.
And this is a battle of Canada versus the USA, as you see on your screen. Windsor Thai Boxing, of course, out of Canada. Bushido MMA, as Nico Valdez comes to us from across the border. Once again, this is Kings Striking Series 5, Canada versus USA. This organization's biggest event yet. This is our second bout of the night. Once again, an exhibition, 3 90-second rounds as the action gets underway.
As we see a little more experience for these two. Starting off a little bit calm, but exchanging quickly when they're able to open up. Again, two lightweights, I guess we could say too, Sanjay. So we'll let them fly.
And when you talk about two kids who have been in there before, you can see it in their form. Hands up high.
Easily. easily, especially the way they come out too.
Yeah.
Not rushing too much. And again, cornered by some fighters themselves. Nico Valdez, cornered by Jordan Smith, who will be in a sanctioned fight later on. Training with some of the best off. And keeping it in the center too.
Yeah. Body kick in the right hand landed for Valdez. Ooh.
A few big ones and another, but he finds himself almost against the ropes for just a moment, but wisely circles back right where you want to be. Again, those jabs can be so critical, man.
The combinations are there for Nico Valdez, but Offendebeck holding his own. Nice right hand and a leg kick behind it.
There's no secret. You're going to take a little damage in a fight. That's the name of the game. And here they go, tying up beautifully. And look at the face.
Big right hand for Offendebeck as both kids now are exchanging.
In the final seconds of the first round.
Talk about the future of kickboxing, and the future is here now.
You'll love to see it.
And Suhaib Offendebeck is fired up. Great moments for both fighters in this first round here in our second exhibition bout. Once again, Sanjay Maru, Drake Demore at ringside for this. This is King Striking Series 5 as we take another look at this wild first round, Drake.
Indeed, putting on a show for the folks here at the Wfcu Center, these two young men. And are you not entertained, Sanjay? That was a pretty good first round for two young men, for sure. Playing to the camera as well, part of the fight game.
Yeah, young kids, but they've got all the confidence.
You'll love to see it, man, honestly. Look at this crowd we have here at the WFCU. Got to thank our amazing sponsors for making this all possible.
As we get set for the second of 3 90-second rounds in this exhibition bout. Once again, both fighters' arms will be raised at the end of this. This is all about experience, but these kids are fighting like a world title is on the line.
Man,
once again, opening up early.
You got to imagine, once they do get to a sanctioned fight, they're going to be ready to go, and they're going to be dangerous for their first ever opponents. I'd love to see them go at it in another 5-10 years.
Yeah, they're going to be ones to watch. Big right hand rocks the headgear of Valdez. Oh, and Valdez responds with one of his own. Nice kick.
Oh my goodness!
Overhand right. Drops Offendebeck for a second, but he is right back up to his feet.
And Valdez respectfully lets him get back up. Again, this is an exhibition. It's not really necessary to pounce on your opponent there.
Nice high kick. Offendebeck just loaded up with that right hand, but Valdez was there with the right hand behind it.
Got to give credit to the red corner, though. Still going forward, not giving up no matter what.
Huge high kick by Nico Valdez. He is landing some big shots in this second round. Great technique.
Seems to be in control.
Nice combination again.
Into the final moments of this second round. Still one more to go, and it's going to be a doozy here at Kings 5.
Great round there for Nico Valdez from the U.S.
Traveled across the border to a foreign country to do what he loves to do, as did many of his teammates and many others from the USA this evening.
As we take another look. This was, again, a wild round. We thought the first round was wild, but this was even more action. Right hand, there was the one that dropped Offendebeck. And the high kick, as we talked about earlier. But Offendebeck doing a great job using those body kicks and leg kicks to stay in this thing.
You got to give him credit where credit's due, man. Not giving up no matter what, as his older brother prepares him here for the third and final round of this exhibition matchup in Windsor, Ontario.
King Striking Series is looking to make itself the premier organization. If you are a kickboxer, they want King Striking Series to be the place you come to showcase your skills. whether you're from Canada, the US, or the world over. A respectful showing by Afandabik to touch gloves to open this third and final round. And this is going to be a wild one, Drake.
Buckle up, because here we go. It's going to be a wild minute and a half.
Nice kicks by Afandabik, pressing forward, dictating the pace.
He wants this round.
Nice knees, though, by Valdez.
I think those hurt. But again, not giving up. You got to give him credit, man. Thing to marvel about.
Afandabik's corner calling for a clinch. Looking to establish some close quarters, but both of these gentlemen are looking to establish distance. There you see it with that kick.
Controlling the distance could be the name of this game, man. We'll talk about the rules as we get into the sanctioned fights as well, as they will be judged, scored, and beyond, as they'll be looking for the kill, for a lack of better terms.
Afandabik's looking to use those leg kicks to set up the overhand right. He's attempted it on a number of occasions in this fight. Ooh. Huge exchange to end the round, exchange of knees as this crowd makes
Ladies
some
and
noise
gentlemen,
for
give
both
it up
fighters.
for Nico Coco Valdez and Suhai, the Eagle of Afandabik.
A well-deserved round of applause from a capacity crowd here at the Wfcu Banquet Hall.
Two competitors proving that they have been in there before and they know how to up their game when we see them once again. And if this is how wild and how action-packed a fight with these two kids are today, just imagine, Drake, what they're going to be like next year, the next 2 years, the next 3 years. These two are ones to watch.
Not only is this the future of Kings, this could be a future main event at a future event.
Yeah. Great showing.
Absolutely, gotta love to see it, man.
And great respect as Nico Valdez raises the arm of Suhaib Afandabik as we take another look at this wild fight. This was our first bout of the evening. And these are two debuting fighters. We were talking about the nervous energy. We were talking about the technique.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you our final exhibition bout before the main card. Both fighters are from here in the Rose City. Introducing first, fighting out of the corner, representing Scientific Wrestling Canada, he is the Don, Santino DeCrisio.
And Drake, I'm excited for this one.
What makes you say that, Sajay? I think what you're getting at here is this is our third exhibition, and now a little bit of the older kids are going to get ready to throw them here in the center of the ring. The Don makes his way down for his first Kings exhibition, but certainly a lot of experience under his belt for a young man. Accompanied by his father, the head coach of wrestling, Windsor Scientific Wrestling, Carmen DeCrisio, as well as Austin Roy, a veteran of Kings, and Marco Carbone.
You know, Austin Roy has put on some great fights here at Kings, so I'm excited to see how that rubs off as Santino DeCrisio makes his Kings debut in this exhibition bout here at Kings 5 on this January 31st, 2026. The first of many events for Kings this year in this Windsor versus Windsor, Canada battle. Santino DeCrisio in the blue.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Windsor Thai Boxing, El Matador, Jose Castillo Dory. Castillo Dory.
Crowd on their feet for another hometown boy. His third Kings exhibition representing Windsor Thai Boxing from the club that's made Kings possible. With confidence, to say the least, he enters the ring here. And again, we talked about this being our third exhibition. A little bit of the older boys ready to go. Not allowed to wear shirts for this one.
And it's Jose Castillo's father, who's a well-known photographer here in the Windsor area. You see him everywhere at all sorts of events. So virtually everyone in this building either knows El Matador, Jose Castillo, or his father. So expect a barrage of support for the red corner in this fight.
Pretty much anyone that knows Jose knows Little Man.
Final exhibition bout of the night before we get started with our main card here at Kings 5.
Right to it.
Oh, and opening up early is Castillo, but the leg kicks are there for Decrecio. Nice right hand.
Taking a little bit of damage, but still early in this one.
Yeah,
you could say, like, you could see the improvement in Castillo, although he finds himself exactly where you don't want to be against the ropes there. And that's unfortunate. That's the first time I've ever seen a cup fall out. Again, we mentioned that the equipment malfunctions can be frequent and can happen with the headgear slipping off or even gloves, but his cup fell out, and we have to take a brief pause here.
And it looks like the action will not resume because we got to get the cup.
Yeah, we definitely have to have that PPE.
Yeah, I think in this exhibition bout, they're going to let Castillo get the cup back in. Because, well, if you're fighting without a cup, Drake, that would hurt. Nonetheless, Sanjay Maru, Drake Demore at ringside for this. This is Kings Striking Series 5, once again in the beautiful Wfcu Center Banquet Hall. And Drake, you've been here for almost every single Kings Striking Series event.
Fourth event. Great to have you back. But
yeah,
man, I'm well knowledge when it comes to King, and look at the involvement we have here with We Digital. I mean, got to give them a shout out because look at this production. Look at this show we have. After this exhibition, we still have 8 exciting sanctioned fights for you, and you better stay tuned in because our main event and co-main event are for championship titles.
That's right. As we get set now for the the first round to resume. Hook to the body.
Castillo definitely taking some damage. You can see in his face, but nice clinch there. Gets him back to the center for a brief moment. Again, circling well is the red corner.
Yeah. Castillo doing a good job of trying to establish distance, but you know what? Decrecio is in his face. Huge hooks. Went for a back fist.
Not delivered, but just utilizing the fundamentals. The 1-2 combo has been working for him so well here in this first round.
And Decrecio looking down as if he's looking for that leg kick. There we go, hits it. Castillo responding with a shot to the body and now some rapid fire hooks. Oh, as Castillo hits a big right hook.
Right jab.
And he is dazed as the count begins.
Took a lot of damage there, but.
Yeah, it was easy to miss, but he did take on a big right hook.
When it's lightning fast like that. It's hard to catch. As Jesse Joseph, again, one of the organizers of this event and staple of Windsor Thai
and that'll
boxing,
do it.
It's called this fight.
The TKO victory for Santino Decrecio.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Santino Decrecio and Jose Castillo Dory.
1-2 combos can win you fights, and that's exactly what happened. But if you're Jose Castillo Dory, nothing to be ashamed of. Putting it all out the line, as they are just that close. These are 13, 14-year-olds soon enough. they'll be able to enter the sanctioned bouts. And I think he'll be ready when the time comes. Name of the game, though, man. It's part of it.
Yeah, I did catch that right hook from Decrecio. I believe that was the one that ended this fight. It was all she wrote as Castillo Dori turned his back, and then that's when Jesse Joseph stepped in to begin the 10 count. However, this is an exhibition bout, so still, both fighters' arms will be raised. As Jose Castillo Dori and Santino Decrecio put on a show to close out our exhibition bouts. Here at King Striking Series 5. As we get set for the main card here in Windsor, Ontario. This is the WFCU Center Banquet Hall. Great to have you back with us here at the 5th edition of King Striking Series. Sanjay Maru and Drake Demore at ringside, and we have got a wild night of fights, Drake.
Indeed, here we get started with the sanctioned fights. 8 to go, and again, our co-main event and our main event for championship contention for the first time ever in Kings. So history being made here in multiple occasions. Our 135-pound and 147-pound championships will be named. And it's going to one side of the border or the other, Sanjay. Canada versus USA is the story of this event.
And of course, this is a Canadian crowd, so there will be, you know, Drake, we've called professional wrestling in the past, and we talk about good guys and bad guys. I feel like the crowd is going to pick their favorites here tonight.
Yes, they will exist in both realms. There's going to be fans from all over the world here pretty much, from USA and Canada, and it's going to be a warfare here.
Yeah, the battle lines will be drawn, Drake. The battle lines will be drawn. But I am excited for this. Again, 8 exciting fights. Let's head back up to Aaron Sanders to kick off our main card here at Kings 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we continue things, how about one more round of applause for all of our exhibition fighters this evening, the future kickboxer stars in the ring today. And now, introducing the first match of our main card of Kings 5, USA versus Canada. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighs in tonight at 163 pounds, 674 kilograms. Hailing from Ypsilanti, Michigan, representing the Training Grounds Combat Sports Club in Downriver, please welcome Donovan Steele. Steele.
Donovan Steele of Training Grounds USA making his King's debut, and he's crossing the border with a mission to start his career with a bang and silence this hometown crowd, Drake.
A theatrical entrance for Donovan Steele, accompanied by more kickboxing glory and James Glazier, who will be competing later on this evening as well. Good company in his corner along with Caden Pullen.
Stepping into the ring tonight, bringing American grit, sharp technique, and a chip on his shoulder as he looks to kick off his journey inside the King's ring with a statement win.
And introducing the opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Central Combat Sports, weighing in tonight at 71.2 kilograms, 156 pounds. Here is Nicholas the Hammer Dunbar.
The Hammer makes his way down to the ring for his King debut here at the WFCU Center. We mentioned this is Canada versus USA, but there could be clubs from across the country. But for Nick Dunbar, he's fighting at home, representing Central Combat Sports, as mentioned by our ring announcer, Aaron Sanders. It's comfortable to fight at home and then go home and sleep in your own bed.
Steele, 7 years the elder of Nicholas Dunbar. Again, Steele coming out of the U.S., Dunbar representing Canada. The battle lines have been drawn here at Kings 5, Canada versus USA. And we'll be sure to keep score in terms of who's winning from each country, each side here tonight as we head towards our championship co-main and main event.
This one's for bragging rights, and again, getting that experience for both of these young fighters too. We talked about it in the exhibition, but this is where it truly matters. These fights are being scored and judged based on punches to the head and body, kicks to the legs, body and head, and knees are allowed to the body in the clinch. So those are the 4 aspects that the judges are going to be looking at. Of course, no punches to the back of the head, no pulling of the hair, basic rules like that, but this one is just a fight, to say the least.
To say the least, indeed.
You cut me off there, so.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our ring girls for this evening,
goes over the rules
Brooke
that they've
and Miranda.
established.
Three 2-minute rounds as we open the main card here at King's Striking Series 5. Again, respective debuts here at King's for both Nicholas Dunbar in the red and Donovan Steele in the blue. Here we go.
Touch gloves and we are underway.
Oh
my goodness! Oh my God!
And Nicholas Dunbar is rocked early.
That's one way to start things off if you're Donovan Steele.
Step to your left. Only to your left. Hands up. Step to your left.
As the count begins.
Step to your left, Nick.
I don't think anybody expected that, Sanjay.
A wild way to open up this fight. And Donovan Steele
Hands up. Only to your left. You said
with an
He's
air
coming
pocket.
right back. Oh my goodness! Knocking the headgear off. Looks like Nick Dunbar is able to continue, but Donovan Steele is not slowing down now. Wow.
And they're going to get the headgear back on as Donovan Steele has high confidence on his side.
A straight right hand.
He's talking to the camera. He is fired up. Take another look. Nope. Looks like we're going to get underway again. You know you're going to see that replay in a moment.
We've already got 2 replays to run back here, man, and we're, what, 10 seconds into this. Now we're into
Another stiff
3
left
2-minute
right,
rounds,
big
Sanjay.
hooks.
There's a lot of time, and we might not go very far, man.
Yeah, another count begins. Nicholas Dunbar's in early trouble.
He looks to be under composure, but, man, taking a lot of damage here.
Dunbar wants to stay in this thing.
But he ain't
That'll
going
do
to.
it.
Jesse Batchelor calls this one. Got to be 30 seconds into the first round. And wow, you got to give it to both men, but especially Donovan Steele.
Yeah, Donovan Steele with 1 point for the U.S. here at King's Striking Series 5. And that is a hugely disappointing performance. You can see it on his face as we take another look for Nicholas Dunbar, who this fight opened early with a huge head kick.
The initial seconds, and you can see it in his face in that one, and then just knocking it off with a straight left jab. And you got to imagine that took some damage as well.
So as perfect a performance as you can get for the American Donovan Steele in his King's debut.
And Trading Grounds USA has a lot of fighters on this card, man. And they're starting it off pretty well. Again, to say the least.
Yeah, a lot of momentum early.
Ladies
for the
and gentlemen,
US.
referee Jeff C. Batchelor has stopped the match in the first round due to stoppage for safety and has declared the winner in the blue corner, Donovan Steele.
And that is one way to kick off an exciting night of kickboxing action here in Windsor, Ontario, with a performance like that. Donovan Steele, one to watch in the future. As we take another look at this entire short fight, it was all Donovan Steele from the get-go. The high kick was there, the left jab. As Donovan Steele now comes off his King's debut, riding a huge, and I mean huge, wave of momentum as we get now set for our second bout of the night.
We're rolling here at King's 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our next bout. First, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands at 6 feet tall, weighing in at 70.3 kilograms, 155 pounds, from Down River, Michigan, representing Training Grounds Combat Sport. Here is Dawson Singleton.
Singleton brought a crowd.
Singleton.
Listen to that crowd reaction, Drake, for Dawson Singleton from Training Grounds USA.
And he has an opportunity to follow up on his teammates' early victory. A lot of big shoes to fill there, but Dawson Singleton looks like he's ready as ever. Training Grounds crew could have just stayed in that blue corner as that's where Dawson Singleton will be heading, representing, again, Training Grounds USA from Downriver, Michigan, not too far, just across the border from here in Windsor, Ontario.
The score is 1-0 going into the second main card bout here at King's Striking Series 5. Once again, Sanjay Maru, Drake Demore at ringside here inside the Wfcu Center in beautiful Windsor, Ontario, Canada. And over the top rope is Dawson Singleton. And I'm sure he is fired up, looking to continue on that momentum.
And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He has a record of 2 wins and 1 loss. Weighing in tonight at 73 kilograms, 160 pounds, from here in the Rose City, representing Windsor Thai Boxing, the one, the only, Omar Foda.
And a great reaction in his own right for Omar Foda from Windsor Thai Boxing, who looks to even the score for the Canadians here at this Battle of Nations, Canada versus US here at King's Striking Series 5.
We knew it would be a duel of crowds here at the WFCU Center this evening. And here comes Omar Foda for his second King's bout. He lost to Jordan Smith in a wild fight at King's 4, although he's 2-1 overall, his only loss being here in King's, and he's looking to correct that this evening. Accompanied to the ring by his coach and the organizer of both Windsor Thai Boxing and King's, Stan Masibo. So this is going to be one tight battle between 2 close clubs.
2 inches taller is Omar Foda, but Singleton is 1 year the elder. Both men evenly matched in terms of their frame. 155 pounds for Singleton, 160 pounds on weigh-in day for Foda.
Two tall guys, but man, that 5 pounds can make a difference at times.
And there's a narrative to this fight that we haven't mentioned yet, and that is Omar Foda is taking this fight on 1 week's notice, a last-minute replacement.
For his teammate, Jack Lavelle, who was supposed to step into the ring here with Dawson Singleton. Always willing to answer the call is Omar Foda.
Yeah, despite coming in here on 1 week's notice, Omar Foda looks like he is confident as ever and raring to go as we get set for our second main card fight. It is 1-0 for the Americans, so it is Omar Foda who has the pressure on his shoulders to even the score for Canada.
And a chance for Training Grounds USA to go 2-0 thus far in their fights this evening.
This is going to be a good one.
I have a feeling, man, look at these two guys. Well-conditioned, experienced athletes. And Ali Coty-Ren will be our official for this one, a fighter herself. She's fought in Kings, but taking a different role this evening.
There we go.
Touch gloves and we are underway. And you see the experience right away on display. Calm and collective, feeling it out. We haven't really had a feel-out process in any bout thus far, but those, again, just big shots coming out of nowhere. Huge left hand, and an answer from
Omar. You see that right
Foda.
hand, yeah. Foda landing with that right hook. And the jab is there, but Singleton pushing the pace, though. Oh, jumping forward with that knee to the body. As Singleton looks to chip away with those leg kicks. Nice overhand right and a left behind it.
That left hand delivered hard and loud. You could hear it, and the crowd reacted, as did I. Nice catch from Singleton, but he can't go for a single leg takedown here. That's different. That's a different sport. But you can use foot sweeps to take your opponent to the ground. That can be added towards your score in the judges' scorecard. But nice
See
left
that
hand
left,
by Foda.
yeah, that left hand rocked the headgear of Dawson Singleton.
Head and neck just snapping back of the blue corner. Against Singleton in the blue, Foda in the red.
Foda was looking for another knee there, didn't get any of it.
An exciting first round. Here's the clinch, looking for a takedown
Oh!
trip. But his corner calling against that. They want the strikes delivered.
Yeah, Foda's corner calling for a 1-2, a kick and a knee.
And a low kick there is gonna hopefully shake that one off.
Inadvertent illegal blow as Singleton takes a few moments to shake it off.
Good first round of 3 here in our second sanctioned bout. We're at Kings 5. It looks like we're ready to resume, and we do.
Right hand lands for the American.
Shots flying. Fired. Look at, caught the leg and still delivering some shots as Omar Foda. Say that because he kind of slipped a little bit. Getting some instructions now from the official.
Perhaps not the wisest decision to be exchanging strikes while his kick was caught as we see the end of the first round. Another wild one here in Windsor, Ontario, folks. King Striking Series is the place to be for action-packed kickboxing, to see the future of this sport. But Drake, the future is now.
Indeed, these fighters are locked in. The crowd is fired up. And we still got 4 minutes of fighting potentially to go in this one, and many more to come. 6 more ahead of us here, and again, 2 title bouts to end off this amazing event here at the WFCU Center. Presented by We Digital, live on YouTube. Thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to give us a subscribe on our YouTube channel. This is King Striking Series, again, our 5th event, and many more to come for Kings. And every event being right here at the WFCU Center, too. So if you're a local, next time come on down and check it out.
Action underway.
Big left hand right away, catches it again. In the air was Omar Foda, but he landed on his feet.
Wow, the headgear was caught. Great catch. A Singleton got rocked by that one. Headgear went flying.
The adrenaline getting to both men, it seems like. But they have to stay somewhat collective. And in the game here, you have to listen to your corner. and pay respect to the rules and the sport. And look at this, opening up right away. Wisely capitalizing when he can. Another slip, though. You got to be
almost
gotta be
nearly
cautious.
swept was Foda. As he looks for those knees again, he loves those knees. Action resumes. Going for the uppercut with Singleton. Ooh, it's a huge body kick.
Both fighters taking some damage thus far. About
Foda
halfway
again
through
going
this
for
fight.
the knee. Nice overhand right. And a left is there for Singleton.
Shots delivered. Still coming forward is Singleton. You can see in his face and chin he's taking some hits, but no slowing down for him.
Ooh, big knee to the body by Foda.
And that hurt. It's time to open up in the final moments of this second round. Oh, big right hand.
Foda's corner was calling for the 1-2 kick knee, and Foda is listening. Big combinations has Dawson Singleton, the American Rock, as the count begins.
Stan Masibo, experienced fighter himself, just competed in a fight in Thailand.
Omar Foda's coach believes that Singleton is tired enough that Foda could finish this fight once the action resumes. Let's see.
Omar, focus on what you're doing. Right away, push forward.
Let's see if a finish can come to fruition. Can come to fruition for the Canadian. But Singleton now opening up with big left and right hooks.
Back and forth this one goes.
Again back to the knees for Foda. 3 in a row, 4.
Big knees to the body in the clinch there. We talked about that. That's where you score and that's where you do damage. What a wild fight we have here.
Yeah,
Sunday.
this is
awesome.
These last 2 fights have been absolutely incredible. And that will do it for the second round.
2 more minutes to go. And this one could end early or it's going to go to the judges' scorecards. We're going to find out soon enough, man. 2 minutes flies by for us, as we've been talking about. Maybe not for these two, as Omar Foda still looks to be fairly calm as he's listening to his corner here. And here we have the split screen of both men. It's a toss-up, man. I mean,
yeah,
this is
who
a pretty
knows?
even fight throughout the entire thing.
Yeah, first round I feel you could give it to Singleton, but second round seems to be all Omar Foda.
I have to agree with that. It's one apiece, no matter what. This is evenly matched. And again, got to give it to the matchmakers at Kings. We always see great bouts here. And like you said, so far, 2 in a row, 2 bangers.
And the second fight is not even done yet.
That's right, 2 more minutes to go.
Big question is what will be the strategy for both men, because the gas tank is nearing empty, you gotta believe. Because the pace has been absolutely insane from both men.
I was gonna
Stiff
say,
jabs from both.
I was going to say stay conservative and look for your openings, but they start out hot and heavy right away.
Multiple knees in succession for Omar Foda. To the body, and those are wearing down the American.
Those jabs doing damage for Omar Foda using his left hand. But he keeps getting caught there.
Oh, the knee landed! The kick was caught on the right, and he responded with the left on a knee. Ripping with that kick.
3 in a row. And here he's got him in the corner, almost against the ropes.
Looking for the sweep.
Yep. And again, just the left jabs doing enough damage to control this one thus far as they find themselves tied up in front of the judges.
You know, last time I sat here at ringside for a King Striking Series event, both fighters actually rolled over the top rope.
It could happen, man.
Yeah, hope for the sake of our ringside crew that does not happen again.
It always seems to happen on Royal Rumble Day.
Stiff jab again, and a right behind it, and a kick. And Omar Foda has all the momentum on his side. Another 1-2 stiff. But look, Singleton is staying in it.
He's not out of this fight at all, man. Still evenly matched. Maybe a slight edge to the red corner right now, but it's going to come down to the wire, it seems like.
Went for the overhand right, landed it. But Omar Foda continuing to stay in it, coached by Stan Mancebo, one of the brainchildren of King Striking Series. Another knee lands for Omar Foda.
Oh.
And this third round has been all Omar Foda,
Yeah,
as was the second. A great showing for the Canadian in this wild, and I mean wild, King Striking Series bout.
And that's what Kings is all about, man. It's not over till it's over. You don't have the win just yet, says Stan Mancebo. I
Yeah.
kind of translated that a little bit. But.
Yeah, Foda was celebrating on the ropes there, and his coach Stan Mancebo said, "Get back in your corner. The decision has not been read." So
Mancebo is a disciplined athlete
Yeah.
himself, as mentioned, just coming off a fight in Thailand. Loves what he does and really respects the sport. And, you know, when you're just getting started, man, like the showmanship, the show boating, for lack of better terms, it kind of gets to you. The adrenaline, you're in front of the crowd, totally understandable. But we have to figure out who's going to win this thing. Judges are rendering their scores right now, and our ring announcer, Aaron Sanders, will follow up with the official decision. It's 1-0 USA so far, Sanjay. Canada's looking to strike back.
Omar Foda is feeling great after the second and third round performances.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 ferocious rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for the decision. And the winner, by way of split decision, in the red corner, the one, the only, Omar Foda.
Surprising, a split decision, Drake?
Personally, no. I mean, it was a tough one to call, and it would have been a tough one to judge, too. Maybe the second hardest job in this building is being a judge. First, being a ref. Being a fighter is a whole other world that I can't even speak to, but
Yeah.
being in between these two,
Let's take another
that's a
look,
lot,
Drake,
man.
at the action here. I mean, this was high action. The jabs and the knees, that was really, to me, the story of this fight. The knees for Omar Foda wearing down the American Dawson Singleton. And you got to believe at least 2 of the judges saw that as well, leading to the Canadian's arm being raised. As we now get set for our third main card bout here at King Striking Series 5. What a night. What a fight, Drake. My
Man,
goodness.
That's what Kings is all about. As exciting as ever, hot and heavy, again, to say the least. That is what we came to see, and that is what you get when you watch Kings.
Sure, I'll be Sanjay Manu tonight. MANU will call myself Sanjay Manu. Sure, nonetheless, I'm so excited,
doesn't
Drake.
sound like that, but-
Yeah, exactly. I'm so excited for these fights to come. Again, Canada versus the U.S. in every single main card bout, and it is now 1-1. I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a 10-minute intermission. While you're at it, we have our concession stands. They are open. Get something to eat, get something to drink. And this is our 5th King Striking Series event, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you for making this a fantastic year. And we also like to thank our sponsors for making this all possible. King Striking Series is sponsored by Downtown Windsor BIA. The official caterer and after-party spot is the Bourbon Tap and Grill. The official beer partner for Kings 5 is Frank Brewing Company. The community partner, the Windsor Youth Center. The official spirit supplier, Wolfhead Distillery. Your one and only oddity and uniques booth is the Rustic Palace. The uniform supplier of Kings is SNK Design. The official sprinkler supplier is provided by Rainworks Sprinklers. Our plumbing is brought to you by Old Walkerville Plumbing. The official realtor of King Striking Series is Robert Rotundi Remax. The HVAC sponsor is Langman's Heating and Cooling. It's also brought to you by DS Electric and the official photographer of King Striking Series, Jose Castillo Photography. And fans, we have a big announcement for you. If you ever wonder when the next time we're all reconvene here at the WFCU Center for King Striking Series, well, wait no longer. We will have King Striking Series 6 coming up in May. For more information, please go to the Kings website at kingstrikingseries.com. A big thank you to the live stream partners who helped us along the way this evening. A big thank you to We Digital Productions for their premier broadcast of King Striking Series. We'd like to thank each and every one of them. They're also the exclusive home of St. Clair Saints Athletics. Once again, we'll take a brief intermission. We'll be back in just a few moments. Stand by. DJ Needle, do your thing.
If you're planning to build, renovate, or upgrade, you need a master electrician on your team. Today's electrical codes are in place for your safety, insurance compliance, and peace of mind. Our professional team stands ready to help solve your residential, industrial, or commercial electrical challenges. Trust DS Electric in Windsor to get the job done safely, on time, and on budget. Call or message us today for a full, comprehensive estimate.
I noticed that in amateur.
It's little stuff like that. Details.
I mean, like center is one thing, but amateur is like.
I know. I was like, if you can, great, but this is like that.
Yeah, it's like.
He said that they can't fix any of the fighter stuff, so Thai boxing has to stay GAI. I'm like, that's not how you spell Thai. And then Maru is not Manu anymore. So
I literally spelled it for him like M-A-R-U.
he's like, I heard it quick, so I think he said Manu.
Well, he didn't tell me why. He was just like,
Right.
what's his name? I was like, Sanjay. He's like, Sanjay what? Like, Maru. Can you spell it? M-A-R-U.
Well, then you spelled it too.
And then he walked away. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, we're all human, but like, be like, hey man, this
I know. Or like,
great.
show us the graphic.
Commentator.
Right. Show it to us and be like, can you confirm it's right? And then they said they can't fix any of the tail of the tapes either. So when is his height, nickname none, we have to run with
It's
it.
just,
I know, it doesn't matter. I know.
Dude, Legacy said 60 times you are watching.
That's like more than I thought. More than I thought. Honestly, to be fair, though, a lot of them are probably here. Family members. You know how long this one is?
If you're planning to build, renovate, or upgrade, you need a master electrician on your team. Today's electrical codes are in place for your safety, insurance compliance, and peace of mind. Our professional team stands ready to help solve your residential, industrial, or commercial electrical challenges. Trust DS Electric in Windsor to get the job done safely, on time, and on budget. Call or message us today for a full, comprehensive estimate.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, make your way back to your seats. We're set to continue Kings 5, Canada versus USA.
I sent him a picture of me, you, and Legacy. I said, does it look like we're having fun?
More fun without you.
I think he's like jealous that he's not with us. Like, he was trying to get me to go watch.
It's like, if you change Michael,
All he has to do
nothing can stop the NCG from being the greatest thing in the world. Like, you just take that one piece out, you change that one piece, and everything else around it is like, oh, NCG is the best indie in the world. Like, I genuinely believe you can be the best in the world.
No, I was thinking that too.
Like, not in Canada, not in like, not North America, not Western world, like the earth. NCG's sick. He'd be better than everyone.
Oh, I gotta tell you something too. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for the second half of Kings 5, Canada versus USA. A quick reminder, if you want to catch up on all the fights from this evening, be sure to follow King Striking Series on YouTube to catch up on all the matches and events you have missed. And now we move on to the main card of this evening's event. And this bout, it's a callback to King Striking Series 3. If you remember it, it was a ferocious one. It was one filled with fists and a lot of kicks. And thanks to you, we were able to get this callback match. Introducing first in our rematch, fighting out of the blue corner. He has a record of no wins and 1 loss. He weighs in tonight at 78 kilograms, 175 pounds, hailing from Monroe, Michigan. Representing Training Grounds Combat Sport, William Panconi.
Well, this is one way to start off after that intermission, Sanjay. The first ever rematch in King's history, as mentioned by our ring announcer, the Frostfather, Aaron Sanders from King's 3, a wild one. And here comes William Panconi from Monroe, Michigan, another fighter from Training Grounds Combat Sports, who's 0-1 overall, and here in King's looking to improve that record.
Looking to even up his own record, but get the Americans up 1. It is even 1-1 going into this third main card fight here at King Striking Series 5. Sanjay Maru, Drake Demore at ringside here inside the WFCU Center Banquet Hall. A packed house, as you can see, to witness an exciting night of kickboxing action that only King Striking Series can deliver.
And as you mentioned, Sanjay, this is King's 5, the battle of USA versus Canada, 1-1 thus far, and Training Grounds Combat Sports, 1-1 thus far in their bouts. So an opportunity for William Panconi to not go up 1 for his country, but of course his team as well.
And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He has a record of 4 wins, 1 loss, 1 win by way of TKO. Weighing in at 77 kilograms, 170 pounds, hailing from the Rose City and representing Windsor Thai Boxing, he is the West Side Sniper, Jeffrey LaBute Sage.
A mainstay here in King Striking Series, coming off a main event victory, TKO, 4-0 overall in Kings, as he looks to raise that record to 5-0, and also raise the Canadians' record to 2-1 here at King Striking Series 5. As we take a look at the tail of the tape, 3 inches taller is LaBute Sage, both 20 years old, early days in their career, so this is going to be a good one, Drake.
Indeed, Jeffrey LaBute Sage weighed in about 5 pounds more than his opponent this evening, or less, better yet. So William Panconi with a slight advantage there, as they're pretty much evenly matched. The West Side Sniper has competed on every single Kings event to date, again cornered by Stan Masibo. This one is big to start off our second half of Kings 5.
A cornerstone of King Striking Series is Jeffrey LaBute Sage, as the Canadian wrestles in front of his hometown crowd coming out of Windsor Thai Boxing. So expect major crowd reactions for Jeffrey LaBute Sage.
And again, Monroe, Michigan, not far across the border here, and they brought a crowd, as we heard earlier today. And again, if you're watching live on YouTube, thank you for doing so. Be sure to subscribe to King Striking Series, and at any time and following this event, you'll be able to watch it back. So if you're just tuning in and you missed anything, plenty more to see here from Kings, as well as our previous events. But man, we got to focus on this one. It's big, the first ever rematch in Kings history, and there's a reason for that.
Once any athletic promotion gets a few years in, there's always those mainstay names, those names whom it doesn't feel like that organization's event without that individual. And for King Striking Series, that is Jeffrey LaBute Sage. So great to have him back for his 5th appearance at King Striking Series' 5th event.
as well as Will Panconi. He's fought in these territories more than once, not just for Kings, a familiar name to the combat sports world in Windsor and Detroit. Again, the experience on display, a little bit of a feeling out process. Huge uppercut there from Sage.
Nice high kick.
And the pace going high and low at times. Again, both of these men, or at least Will Panconi, proficient in mixed martial arts, going for the almost like a bear hug takedown there. Not effective here in the K1 style kickboxing.
The Butte Sage again going for that uppercut. As Panconi tries to ward him off with those left hands, those left jabs.
Yes, the fundamentals on display in the center of the ring. Again, a nice jab from Butte Sage, and that's where you can do damage and capitalize and follow up with those big strikes.
Panconi looking to land a high kick of his own, but Butte Sage responds to that attempt with a nice kick to the body.
Hands and feet, Jeff. Stand up straight. Hands and feet. Off the rope. Off the rope. Good.
Our official Jeff Garriondo has the duty of policing this one. Again, probably the toughest job.
Nice right hook lands for the Canadian. And a big leg kick behind it. As the corner of Butte Sage calling for more combinations. Big kick to the body, and we're going to take a pause in the action because I believe a mouthpiece is out.
Sometimes it slips out. It's early in this one, but the fatigue could set in quick. Your mouth is hanging open, and that mouth guard just falls out. Maybe not a good sign for the red corner.
Right hook lands for Butte Sage. Big high kick.
Wow.
Both men dropped, but I believe it was a slip for Panconi off that high kick,
Like
and
a car
Butte
crash.
Sage ate all of that one.
Like a car crash. And that ends the
First round ends. A massive score there on that high kick for the American William Panconi, who's looking to even up his record. He's coming in with a chip on his shoulder, winless in his professional kickboxing record. In his amateur kickboxing record, I should say, winless here in Kings. Fighting like he does not want to go 0-2. Looking for that elusive first victory here at Kings.
And Jeffrey Butte Sage, the West Side Sniper, trying to stay undefeated on his home territory here at Kings.
As we get set for our second round in what has been yet another wild fight. Not a boring fight to find here at Kings 5. As the action gets underway for round number 2. Body kick, but Panconi responds with a right hand.
This is why and where the elite amateur fighters come to put it to the test, man. This is what Kings is all about.
Butte Sage finding a lot of success with the leg kicks.
I mean, they will do damage. I mean, look at the left leg of Panconi. But will you win?
Yeah, you can see
with
the
that?
welt.
I don't know, maybe, maybe not. It's at least going to do some damage, get you some scores. Or maybe try to build up to that KO victory if that's what you're looking for.
You talked about both fighters, Drake, being evenly matched, and in terms of technique, we're seeing it on display here. Nice body kick for the American, but a knee is there for the Canadian.
Little face wash again from the Canadian, hockey style.
Ooh, nice right hand for Butte Sage.
Doesn't seem like much, but it does damage, man. And look at that Spartan kick.
Ooh, stiff knee.
Oh, that's gotta hurt, man.
Heard that from our announce position. As Panconi looks to retreat to the center of the ring, but Butte Sage meeting him there. And another high kick by Panconi.
The red corner looking and calling for an answer, and here he finds himself in the corner. Able to push forward is Will Panconi.
Repeated knee attempts for the Canadian. LaBute Sage's corner telling him they want to see more, so.
And this is the time to do it. Against the ropes, going towards the corner.
Oh!
Big uppercut to the chin.
Yeah, that uppercut rocked Panconi.
Right at the end of that second round. 2 more minutes to go here.
And what's interesting is that the first round ended with a clean high kick for William Panconi, but the second round ends with that clean uppercut. You saw the headgear get rocked for the American.
I mean, you got to give that round to the red corner. You got to imagine the first might be a tie-up. So Jeffrey LaBute Sage, the West Side Sniper, the undefeated fighter in Kings, might have an advantage going into this final 2-minute round. Let's take a look here.
As we take another look, yeah, that was the high kick.
That was a collision, yes.
For
There's
Panconi.
the knee that we were talking about.
Yep.
And again, just more and more knees from Panconi.
And there was that uppercut, yep.
Yeah, a lot of damage done for the red corner, and that's all for itself in the highlights there. Again, the official Jeff Garriondo is ready to andiamo with this one.
This fight might be even going into the third as William Panconi looks to even up his record. Jeffrey LaBute Sage looking to ward off a first Kings loss. 4-0 so far in this organization.
Anything could happen here, man. Rock and sock him to start this third round.
Nice knee by the Canadian.
And this is where you want to be.
Rights exchanged by both
big
men.
right hand. That's where you want to be if you're the red corner, and you saw that right hand deliver, and now finds himself with almost his back against the walls. Will Panconi taking some damage here, man.
Another uppercut lands for the Canadian. Big body kick by the American, but LaBute Sage staying in his face. And from my vantage point, at least, it's the Canadian getting the better of these exchanges, but that was a stiff right hand that just landed for the American and a head kick behind it.
He's still in it.
Nice leg kick. LaBute Sage, as I said moments ago, seeing a lot of success with the leg kicks.
You gotta capitalize when you find your opponent back against the wall in the corner like that. Some more big knees from Jeffrey LaBute Sage, maybe a reach advantage as well. It's hard to tell, I mean, it was so tight, but.
The ribs of both men have been taking punishment in this fight.
Fatigue definitely setting in for both men. Well, there's too much time left.
Another leg kick lands for the Canadian. Big right hand over the top for the Canadian. And another shot lands. 3 in a row, 4, 5, and that will start a count from referee Jeff Garriondo.
That could do it, man. That could do it. As we're getting to the final moments of this fight anyway. Although he's taking a lot of damage, man, Will Panconi seems to be okay. Like, we'll see what the official thinks. He might have other thoughts. So we're getting high in this count here.
And William Panconi says he is good to continue here in this third and final round.
As it comes to an end, they don't hear the bell, but
that'll do it.
That was a good fight, man. That was a good fight. And I just honestly didn't want to say it during the fight, but just looks like a bit of a look of disappointment from Will Panconi. He knows he could have done better, and I think that one might go to the red corner. But again, one of the hardest jobs here is being a judge, and we're going to find out in a matter of moments.
In my estimation, I believe it's 2-1 Canada coming out of that one.
I have to say so. I don't want to be biased, because that being said, I do have some American blood in me, so I could go either way here. But I think we're going to have to pencil in another tally for the red and white soon enough. Our ring announcer, Aaron Sanders, will get the official decision from the judges as these two eagerly await the decision.
I just did.
Ladies and gentlemen, making the trophy presentation for this bout, Jesse Joseph. And now, after 3 hard-fought, furious rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for the decision. the winner by way of unanimous decision from the red corner, Jeffrey LeBute Sage.
5 wins straight here at King's Striking Series for the Canadian Jeffrey LeBute Sage. You gotta believe it was rounds 2 and 3 that won him that bout. As Canada is now up 2-1 here in this Battle of Nations. As we take another look at what was another wild fight here at King's Striking Series 5. It was the leg kicks, the knees that really set up big moments for the Canadian. Rip into the body, rip into the legs. And there was the high kick. That was a big moment for the American.
But it wasn't the turning point that we expected. Again, those knees did so much damage, and I think I really broke them down going into the third and final round.
Yeah, the uppercuts there. It was the leg kicks and the body kicks that really set up those big moments up high. Uppercuts landing, and then there was a vicious combination near the end of this fight. You see it there. 2-1 Canada as we head into our 4th bout of our main card.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our next bout. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. In kickboxing, he has a record of 2 wins and no losses. He weighs in this evening at 65 kilograms, 143 pounds. From Ypsilanti, Michigan, representing Bushido MMA, the young man from Ypsilanti, King's veteran, Jordan Smith.
Jordan Smith always puts on a show here in King, Sanjay. This might be your first time seeing him fight live, and I've got one thing to tell you. You're in for a treat. Always bringing the intensity, the energy, and again, the entertainment. The 3 E's for Jordan Smith.
2-0 in Kings, coming off a big win at Kings 4. So here at Kings 5 on this January 31st, 2026. Jordan Smith looks to even up the record. It is 2-1 Canada going into this 4th main card bout here at Kings 5. So the question now is, can Jordan Smith be the one to even up the score, 2-2 for the U.S., or will Canada continue to ride this wave of momentum heading into our championship bouts here tonight?
As mentioned, 2-0 in Kings, coming off a wild debut and a wild win at Kings 4. Always ready to fight and put it to the test is Jordan Smith here for Kings.
This has been an incredible night of fights here at Kings 5. Not a boring fight to be found here inside the WFCU Center. Sanjay Maru, Drake Demore at ringside once again. An incredible honor to be a small part of the evolution of this wonderful organization, Drake.
Absolutely, man. It's a privilege to be here. Man, best seat in the house. Come on. This is what we do for a living. We've got to be grateful to be the combat sports commentators of Windsor, Essex, man.
You gotta love it, folks. You gotta love it. It's a beautiful life, and it is a beautiful night here in Windsor, Ontario, to see some of the best athletes throw it all on the line, including this Jordan Smith from Bushido MMA, fighting out of Ypsilanti, Michigan, as he looks for another big performance here at King's Striking Series.
He might have a
and now his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He has a record of 5 wins and 1 loss. 2 wins by way of TKO from Oshawa, Ontario, representing Mamouche Martial Arts, making his King's debut, Cameron D. Pasquale.
The debuting Cameron DePasquale making his way here from the Durham region, representing Oshawa, Ontario in Mamouche Martial Arts for his King's debut. This is his 7th fight in kickboxing, but his first time here in Windsor fighting under Kings. Here we go, take a look at the tail of the tape. Another pretty even matchup here, weighing in almost exactly the same.
However, Jordan Smith, 6 years the elder of the Canadian. Let's see if that age difference will pay dividends in terms of perhaps a more patient approach to the 19-year-old Cameron DePasquale, fighting out of, as you mentioned, Mamouche Martial Arts out of Oshawa, Ontario. Mamouche translate to mammoth. I'm wondering if there's a hidden meaning or hidden story there for Cameron DePasquale.
We'll have to get that one after. We should have asked him, man. But again, at 19 years old, the young gun, the chef, is ready to get his combat sports career started.
Ready to cook up a big win is the chef.
Stir it up.
I feel like we can have a lot of fun with that nickname.
Oh, yeah,
Drake.
I didn't know that until he's coming out here. So we're going to stir it up a little bit during this one. Ali Coty-Ren will be the official for this one. She'll go back to her judging duties following this. Could be another tall task. As mentioned, I've seen Jordan Smith in the ring a few times, and I expect him to come out with some speed and intensity, and there it is.
Opening up quickly with
goodness.
a huge leg kick, and now rapid
like a
fire
machine
hooks.
gun.
High pace early, but we're going to take a brief pause because I believe there was an inadvertent shot low.
Yeah, well, these two 145-pounders, they can fly, man. They can strike fast and heavy, as we saw from the opening, not just from Jordan Smith, but as well Cameron DePasquale holding his own here. And we resume.
Oh my goodness, Jordan
Big
Smith
shots.
holding nothing back.
Big shots. But DePasquale still pressing forward right in front of us here, Sanjay.
Right hook landed though, and another one for the American.
Spartan kick works for the red corner.
That's one way to manage distance.
We've seen Jordan Smith dominate in this King's ring. And DePasquale, again, the younger fighter, seems to be giving him some trouble early on. Pretty even match thus far.
Ooh,
Big
high
shot.
kick.
Landing that one to the head, man. Again, Jordan Smith looking to tie things up in the battle of Canada versus USA here as they almost crash right in front of us. Watch the monitor.
And it is the corner of Cameron DePasquale who's asking him to finish those combinations low as he finishes that combination with a leg kick, but now tying up against the ropes. And now ripping to the body
Oh my.
is Smith. And now going up high with the left hook.
Oh! These shots are landing, man.
Jordan Smith throws those hooks so quick.
Lightning fast. Literally no other way to describe it, man.
You don't even see them coming.
But again, the young fighter
Oh!
listening to his corner, Austin Gallego, with his experience and knowledge, and listening to his corner. Again, we mentioned that's a hard thing to do. And what a first round here at Kings 5.
Fast pace in that inaugural round. In our final fight before we head to our championship bouts, as we take another look at a wild first round. You mentioned it earlier tonight, Drake. I would hate to be a judge.
Oh, I'd hate to be a ref too, though, man.
The kicks and the hooks were flying from both men, but then these stiff shots started to land, these Right hands these straight shots for the American Jordan Smith. Another incredible night so far here inside the WFCU Center in beautiful Windsor, Ontario for Kings 5, Canada versus the US. It is 2-1 Canada heading into this bout. Of course, all Canadian fighters represented in the red, all American fighters represented in the blue.
No slowing down for these
Wow,
two.
oh
Big
my
shots delivered.
goodness.
Oh my
and this
goodness.
is a vicious combination for Jordan Smith.
But both delivering too. Di Pasquale landed a few shots there, but will it be enough? As the official might be taking a look at Di Pasquale here, and the count begins.
Di Pasquale ate a lot of shots in that wild combination.
There we saw Austin Gallego on screen. A little bit of blood coming from the eye of Di Pasquale, but he still looks calm as ever, man.
Di Pasquale says he wants to stay in this thing. That was a vicious combination.
Like a tornado.
Leg kick lands for the American. And a kick to the body. And Di Pasquale looking to find a combination of his own.
Now pressing forward, finds himself in the corner, but a nice turn there by Smith. Finds him back in the center here. Controlling the pace of the ring and the ring generalship, basically, for lack of better terms.
Nice hooks now by the Canadian.
You can win a fight.
To the body and to the head.
Good defense on display from the blue corner, which could lead to even better offenses, as we see again the headgear. A little mishap.
Jordan Smith has been ultra impressive here in this fight.
Honestly, as he always is, man. Every fight that he's been in with Kings is always a contender for fight of the night. As he almost got tripped there.
Yeah, Di Pasquale almost landed that leg kick.
That's a good way to end it off for the red corner, man. A pretty tight matchup as the crowd cheers on Jordan Smith from across the border. They made their way over here to Windsor, Ontario, Canada.
And what I love about this crowd, Drake, is even though this is a Canadian crowd witnessing fights between Canadians against Americans, they're still showing respect to both sides because they understand what it takes to step in this ring no matter where you're from.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It doesn't really matter. As we take a look at the highlights here from that second round.
I mean, how do you call this? I mean, the pace was frenetic, to say the least.
Oh, yeah, we're going crazy with this one for sure. But as you see, like, these capitalizing moments here throughout that second round. And again, Di Pasquale kind of ending up with a bit of an advantage to end that second round. Could have helped him if the first went to Jordan Smith.
And you saw a lot of success with the combinations, unlike in that first round. So it is entirely possible we're looking at another 1-1 situation heading into the third. Again, going to be interesting to see how the judges deliberate here. If we do head to a third and if we head rather to end of regulation, I should say.
Yeah, to the judges' scorecards. I mean, we have to assume it's an even matchup going into this third round. This is where it's all going to be laid out, and it should be. I can't believe how much gas they still have in the tank for these two, man.
Knee to the body lands and a kick behind it for Pasquale, but Jordan Smith landing with knees of his own. Wow, rapid fire over and over.
Like Pennywise the dancing clown, just throwing those knees like crazy.
Tied up in the corner here as Jordan Smith now looks to turn it around.
Di Pasquale had him there, and he still does, but he's got to capitalize on it. As Jordan Smith just wisely will tie up, turn him over, and literally turn the tide.
Ooh, nice kick, sternum for Di Pasquale.
And we've seen Jordan Smith dominate in this ring, and this has got to be his toughest task yet. And that's just a testament to Mamouche martial arts out of Oshawa, Ontario.
Ooh, and a big right hand for Jordan Smith. And all fight long, Jordan Smith has been having a lot of difficulty with his headgear tonight.
Yeah, again, it's a common problem here.
Ooh, and Di Pasquale just millimeters away from landing that front kick. Stiff right hook lands for the American. And a jab. Another jab, but the Canadian looking to stay in it with these kicks. Di Pasquale's corner calling for more knees, especially from the clinch.
Absolutely, he'll need to capitalize on that. His fatigue looks like it's setting in for both. Something we've never seen with Jordan Smith, man. He usually has a tankless gas tank. And here it looks like he's getting to the end of the road.
I'm going to start using that term, Drake. Tankless gas tank. I like that.
I didn't know where to go after tankless. Tankless body? That sounds weird.
Again, another adjustment of the headgear.
For the final moments of this fight.
And Jordan Smith loves those hooks, but now it's Di Pasquale responding as we witness yet another wild, and I mean wild fight here at King's Striking Series 5. And we talked about how difficult the first 2 rounds would be to score. I think the third was the most difficult to judge because
Indeed.
I can't really say that one man really scored more points than the other. Really,
a back and forth
stood
matchup.
out, yeah.
A back and forth matchup, man. Both doing damage, getting their shots in, dominating the ring.
To clarify, I should reiterate, neither man stood out over the other, but they both stood out in this fight for putting on an absolutely exciting performance, befitting the main card here at King's Striking Series. And the question now is, has Di Pasquale extended Canada's lead to 3-1 in this night that has seen a battle of nations, or will it now be 2-2 evened up from the American, Jordan Smith? Let's find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 bombastic rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for the decision. And the winner of this bout, by way of minority decision, in the blue corner, Jordan Smith.
So it is Jordan Smith evening up the score for the Americans with a minority decision victory, which means one of these judges had it a draw.
That's a rare thing to see, especially here in Kings. But nevertheless, Jordan Smith ties things up at 2 for the USA as we head into our next one, which is a big one. The heavyweights ready to let them fly.
This is going to be a fun one, Drake.
It always is, especially one competitor we've seen here many times in Kings. But before we get to that, we'll just give it up for these 2 guys, man. I mean, Jordan Smith always putting on a show. And for Cameron Di Pasquale in his debut here at Kings, nothing to be ashamed of, man. Putting Jordan Smith to the test, too. Now 3-0 in this promotion. It was a tough task for him. Let's take a look at this entire fight back. Man, this was a good one for sure. Look at this, right off the bat, just like a machine gun. And Di Pasquale following it up.
Yeah, this was a frenetic pace all fight long. Di Pasquale definitely had his moments in the second round, but I believe it was the first and third which really took it home for the American. But again, you could score this all sorts of ways. I mean, nothing to be ashamed of for the Canadian.
Yeah, it was a tough one. It was a tough one, and whichever judge called it a draw, I really don't blame them.
Yeah, I can't blame them. I mean, I see exactly where they're coming from. I mean, I said it, 1-1 going into the third, and then you could argue the third was a draw. So
Yep.
I completely understand where that judge was coming from, but nonetheless, 2-2 as we now head to our final 2 bouts of the night here at King Striking Series 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting our next bout. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He has a record of 1 win and no losses. He weighs in at 139.7 kilograms, 308 pounds. He hails from Wyandotte, Michigan, representing Training Grounds Combat Sport, Donovan Unchained Boyd.
So a correction to our order here tonight. I've been saying there's 2 more fights to go. There's actually 2 more fights until our 2 championship fights. So we actually have 4 more fights to go, and this is the first of those 4. And it is now time for the heavyweights, the big boys, coming out to play as Donovan Boyd from Training Grounds USA looks to bring the heavy hands to King Striking Series 5 here in Windsor, Ontario.
This is where the big boys come to play, and one team is going to have to take the advantage here. We don't want to end up in a tie situation. And this one's going to be potentially one to end early, man. The big boys, the heavyweights, letting them go. His opponent, we've seen fights end early, but for Donovan Boyd, this is his King's debut, weighing in at 308 pounds this evening. He's definitely got some striking power behind those fists. Another fighter from Training Grounds USA himself, Donovan Boyd, representing Wyandotte, Michigan. Again, not very far across the border here in Windsor.
Nothing better than a heavyweight fight on a Saturday night, Drake.
No better place to be, man.
Introducing next, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is a Kings veteran with a record of 3 wins and 1 loss. He weighs in tonight at 110 kilograms, 242 pounds. From Chatham, Ontario, representing the Armstrong Academy of Martial Arts, Tyler the Hammer Hart.
No stranger to King Striking Series is Tyler Hart, who has competed on every single one of our events. 3-1 here in King Striking Series, as Tyler Hart looks to raise Canada to a score of 3-2 here in our 5th main card bout of the night. Once again, fighting out of Chatham, Ontario, weighed in at 243 pounds. A few inches taller is the American, Donovan Boyd. But look at the age gap here, Drake. 7 years the elder is Tyler Hart.
Indeed, and he's got that experience under his belt because this guy's been training for a good 10 years for sure. The Hammer, Tyler Hart, making his way back into a King's ring, as mentioned by Aaron Sanders as well. His record 3-1 here. He's one of the 2 competitors to compete on every King's event, and no slowing down for him. He has a heavyweight amateur championship match here in Windsor later this month, Barriette, February 21st, and this is not just a warm-up for him. This is just what he does, man. This is what he loves to do. Another knack on the resume for Tyler Hart. Looking to be in even better shape than the last time we saw him. From Armstrong Martial Arts in Chatham, Ontario, cornered by Thomas Armstrong, who's well known in these parts, as well as Chris Lapp. We usually see a lot of their competitors on these fights, but Tyler Hart goes alone this evening as Training Grounds looks to earn another victory under their belt this evening.
I'm going to say it one more time, Drake. Nothing better than a heavyweight fight on a Saturday night.
Saturday.
The Canadian Tyler Hart in the red, the American Donovan Boyd in the blue. And here we go.
Expect some heavy, big strikes, and there we go, right off the bat from Tyler Hart. Oh, and he receives a big left hand there from Boyd.
4 hooks, 5 for the American as Tyler Hart is hurt early. And Donovan Boyd is pouring it on in the opening seconds of this bout.
We know what Tyler Hart is capable of, but we haven't seen Boyd in the ring yet. And oh my, still making a great impression in the opening moments
Tyler
of this
Hart,
one.
Tyler Hart seeing a lot of success with those body kicks. But these are both 2 men who can end a fight in a second.
The corner's calling for knees, but not a lot of space to get in there between these 2 big men.
Every kick echoes throughout the building here. Ooh, stiff left hook for the American.
Coming from down below.
And an exchange of body kicks by both men. A lot of success with the left hooks to the body and to the head for the American, Donovan Boyd in the blue.
Tyler Hart moving from the legs to the body to the head. Now in the clinch, trying to deliver some knees and
over and over with these knees, yeah. Rip into the inside leg.
He took a low one there, but still continues forward. They shake hands, says he's all right.
And
big left hand.
Yeah, peppering at those right hands now is Tyler Hart. As the first round comes to an end.
That's what you expect from the heavyweights here in Kings. Our only heavyweight bout this evening. Kind of a scary one, man. Some of those shots are just devastating.
But even though we're looking at 2 heavyweights, that was not a pace that was any slower than the fights we've seen earlier tonight from the lighter weight classes. As we take another look, as I mentioned, Donovan Boyd seeing a lot of success with the hook, started to go down low with the knees. But then it was Tyler Hart saying, you want to go to the body? Now it's my turn. Sanjay Maru, Drake Demore at ringside for King Striking Series 5 here inside the WFCU Center. Packed house to see an incredible night of kickboxing action, and boy have these fighters delivered as we now get set for the second round of this heavyweight bout between Canadian Tyler Hart and American Donovan Boyd.
Our 5th matchup in the Battle of USA versus Canada here. Someone's going to take the advantage. And it could be the USA at this point.
But Tyler Hart staying in it. Oh, and a left hook landed. Rocked the Canadian Tyler Hart.
Stumbling. Another big left hand. You heard that, as you mentioned, echoing through this building. Those clubbing blows to the head, man, got to do some damage. But he's still in it, still pressing forward. Wisely capitalizing on any moment he can.
Again, Tyler Hart looking for those knees to the body to wear down the big man, Donovan Boyd.
Inside right hand, let's go, Tyler. Right hand hook. 1-2. Right hand hook, let's go.
Ooh, and those knees collided there.
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness, what a back fist by Donovan Boyd. Drops Tyler Hart in a big, big way.
Out of nowhere, Sanjay. And he can't get to his feet.
Tyler Hart cannot get back to his feet. And that'll do it.
I never would have expected this from Tyler Hart. Oh my goodness.
Now the question
and
is, the referee says we're done.
It looked like Tyler Hart wanted to go forward, and he's disappointed in it, but oh my goodness.
Donovan Boyd putting the Americans up 3-2 with the ultimate highlight tonight. Donovan Boyd with a spinning back fist out of nowhere in this heavyweight bout, Drake.
And Donovan Boyd respectfully apologetic, saying sorry to the corner and his opponent, shaking hands and hugging. Man, I had nothing else to say, but oh my God there. Like, look at the face of the patrons in the crowd, man. It says it all. Wow! Did we not expect that? As mentioned, we've seen Tyler Hart here. We know what he's capable of. And honestly, I did not predict him to even lose this fight. And in that way, again, a highlight reel, to say the least.
Talk about making your King Striking Series debut. Donovan Boyd coming in from across the border with a spinning back fist. Let us take another look at the high impact. Tyler Hart did not see it coming.
That's what I call unchained, Sanjay.
My goodness.
Got to feel for Tyler Hart in that one. As mentioned, he puts his heart and soul into this whole game.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee have stopped the match in the second round and declared the winner by way of knockout. In the blue corner, Donovan Unchained Boyd.
From Training Grounds USA to the center of a King Striking Series ring, Donovan Boyd is one to watch. Talk about delivering the ultimate highlight here in Windsor, Ontario. No question, we will be seeing him again.
Not much more could be said, man. You got to give credit to Tyler Hart. A sign of respect as well during the hand raising there. Let's take a look at the total highlights here from this one. I mean, it might be quick, but a lot of heavy shots were delivered here, but it only took one to send Tyler Hart back home to the Maple City. Yeah, those big knees were doing a lot of damage on Boyd and really helped Hart, as even in the first round he took a couple of hard shots, which really started to set up the finish here. Look at that left hand. That one's screeching through the arena, man.
Up until that spinning back fist, Tyler Hart was doing a great job of staying in it with those knees, but nobody saw that coming.
Not even Hart himself.
Wow.
Nothing else to say, man. Wow. That's what Kings is all about too, man.
Fighting cards. You guys probably need it, right? There's one on the ring girls team. Okay. We have our own.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes our next bout. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He previously comes in with a Muay Thai background with a record of 1 win and 3 losses in Muay Thai. Tonight he weighs in at 61 kilograms, 134 pounds, from Ypsilanti, Michigan, representing Bushido MMA, James Glacier. Glacier.
From Ypsilanti, Michigan, James Glacier now looking to continue the momentum for the U.S. brought by Donovan Boyd in that last bout. It is 3-2 to the U.S. heading into our 6th main card fight here at King Striking Series 5. Drake, I'm still not over the spinning back fist from that last bout.
We gotta move on. I mean, we can talk about that all night, honestly, but we'll do that later. Let's move on to this next one. This could be a lightning fast matchup. James Glacier, a coach, a fighter himself. We've seen him in the corner earlier this evening and now stepping in for his Kings debut. Not the first time we've seen him here as well. We've seen him coaching other Bushido MMA fighters over the last 4 or 5 events that Kings has run, and now stepping in the ring for the first time himself. He'll be quartered by Jordan Smith, who we just saw pick up a huge win before that heavyweight championship, or that heavyweight match, I should say, and as well, Caden Pullen will be supporting him.
The action tonight has been absolutely off the charts. From the spinning back fist moments ago to this fight coming up, we've got 2 championship bouts coming up. I mean, you want to talk about exciting kickboxing action, look no further than right here. If you're watching
And
us on
now
the King
introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He has a record of 12 wins, 6 losses, 1 win by way of TKO. He weighs in at 60.5 kilograms, 133 pounds, representing the Rose City and Windsor Thai Boxing, the Brown Mamba, Jivan Mucker.
As I was mentioning, Drake, if you want exciting kickboxing action and you're watching us on the King Striking Series YouTube channel, you are already in the right place, but I encourage you to tell your friends that the fastest rising kickboxing organization in the game today is King Striking Series right here in Windsor, Ontario.
Mucker.
Here comes Jivan Mucker, putting that to the testament as he just took this fight on 2 weeks' notice. Less than that, man. Replacing Austin Roy for yet another fight, and an experienced fighter outside of the King's promotion, 12-6, as mentioned by our ring announcer, Aaron Sanders. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape here.
The Brown Mamba.
I thought I heard that. I just didn't want to repeat
1 year
it.
the elder of the American.
Weighed in evenly, but a little bit of a reach advantage here.
For James
for the blue
Glazier,
corner,
yes. 8 and some inches in favor of the Americans, so let's see if that comes into play against the Canadian, who, as you mentioned moments ago, taking this fight on less than 2 weeks' notice. So we'll see if stamina is a factor, fatigue is a factor in this fight, as Jivan Mucker now has a lot of pressure on his shoulders to even up the score for Canada in front of this hometown crowd. Once again, Sanjay Maru, Drake Demore at ringside for this King Striking Series 5 inside the beautiful WFCU Center in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Heading into this bout, it is currently 3-2 for the U.S. So Jivan Mucker, the Brown Mamba, looking to get Canada back in this thing, and even the score at 3 apiece.
Indeed, a little bit of weight on his shoulders, but as mentioned, with an experienced fighter like him, he must be always ready, Sanjay.
And if stamina does not go in favor of the Canadian taking this fight on short notice, it could be a rough ride.
Could be a rough ride indeed, man. This is not a death match, though, so we're going to get to the end of this no matter what.
Opening up early with that leg kick.
And a little bit of a feeling out process here. Not for very long, though, as he jumps forward for that one, finds himself in the clinch. Again, a very experienced fighter is Mucker.
And another leg kick lands. Leaping in with those right hooks.
Aside from experience, on the red corner side, the blue corner again with an advantage when it comes to reach.
Oh my
and
goodness!
Height, and did you see that right there on display, man?
That second kick attempt landed for the American.
Big right hand as well.
Yeah, delivering a big right hand, rocked Mucker for a moment.
But that first shot almost sent Mucker out of the ring into Andrew Sanders, our ring announcer right there. You see the reaction on his face still.
And Mucker continues to leap in with these right hooks. The challenge here is when you leap forward like that, you leave yourself vulnerable to be countered with a big kick to the body.
And he took a sneaky knee to the chest and a little bit of the face, and there goes the headgear again, slipping off a Glazier.
Beautiful footwork by Jivan Mucker, however. It's James Glazier staying in his face with these right hands, though. Another one lands.
He's able to duck and dodge through it.
Wow!
Just a slip there.
Yeah, that was a slip.
Nice dodge there. Again, he circles back almost into the center, but just for a moment. Again, using that reach to his advantage.
And another slip from Mucker. Ooh, huge right hand lands for the American.
That's a huge answer. And that's our first round.
In the books.
Might go to the blue corner, man. I don't know. Hard to say. I'd say Mucker came out with some intensity and kind of had it in control for just a few moments, but a lot of damage delivered by the blue corner.
Something in the water here at the WFCU Center to bring us such exciting rounds. There has not been a snoozer in sight here at King Striking Series 5. I don't know what it is, but this has been an absolutely incredible pace as we take another look at the action here.
And as you mentioned, Sanjay, we got to give it to the testament of the matchmakers here at Kings. Always putting up amazing matchups, even matchups, exciting as ever. That's what it's all about.
This is our final bout of the night before we head to our 2 historic championship fights. First ever Kings champions will be crowned.
Yes, 2 in the next 2 fights. Beautiful belts too. Gotta love a little hardware.
As the action now gets underway for our second round here in our final non-title fight of the night. Ooh. Wow.
You can't take them down like that, not in this game.
And rip into the leg is the American. And continuing to hammer away with those leg kicks is the Canadian, Jivan Mucker.
Ooh. Big shot to the body.
Yeah, Mucker dipped down, and I believe Glazier had it scouted.
Ooh, another big shot to the head there. Huge head kick by Glazier. Again, man, just let it reach. Look how tall this man is right in front of us here.
And look at Mucker nodding at James Glazier saying, bring it.
He's definitely a warrior. You can see it in his face, man.
And now the momentum starting to shift in the way of the American. Another leg kick lands. Another and another. And early on it was Mucker hammering away with the leg kicks, and now James Glazier says, it's my turn, big knee.
Beautifully answering, timing that knee, man.
It caught Mucker on the way in. Second round in the books.
One more to go here, and Jivan Mucker maybe with his back against the wall. And we got to clarify, so this next matchup following this, Sanjay, is a battle of Canada versus Canada. So Jivan Mucker needs to tie things up right now to send this home for our main event. Otherwise, USA is the automatic winner of the USA versus Canada battle here. Nevertheless, the main event will still matter in that sense and will be for our 147-pound championship. But Jivan Mucker needs to keep his nation in it by winning this third and final round decisively, if not more so. He might need more than that. Let's take a look at this second round here, as it was pretty much all blue corner, man.
Yeah, James Glazier scoring big with those knees, with those hooks, with the leg kicks, and there was the knee there. As we now get set for our third and final round. A lot of pressure now on the shoulders of Jivan Mucker. Because as you mentioned, if he loses this fight, then in this Battle of Nations, it is the U.S. victorious here in Canada. Oh! Stiff kick. And another lands. And when it comes to managing distance, far fewer as good as James Glazier.
Yeah, he's the boss of it right now, that's for sure. But again, Jivan Mucker taking this on short notice, man. That's not a pun.
Big combination for the American. To the body, to the head, and to the body again. Ooh, nice uppercut there for James Glazier. And now looking to finish this perhaps. Big combination. But Jeevan Mucker looking to stay in it. Oh no, now ripping to the body is the American, but off the ropes, Mucker's there with the right straight.
I'm just gonna say, not where you want to be if you're Mucker, but just exploding out of the corner there. Some shots to the head. Fatigue maybe setting in for both.
Talking about managing
there's
distance.
the spinning back fist again. You might have been watching that heavyweight bout just moments ago.
Feinting the punch to land the kick, and again for Mucker. Mucker checked that last kick, but James Glazier, I was gonna say dictating the pace, but now it's Mucker sending the American in the ropes to end the round and end this fight. In our second to last Battle of Nations. So as you mentioned, if the judges give this to James Glazier, then it is the U.S. victorious in this Battle of Nations with Canada.
It's not looking good for the hometown team, man. Another round pretty well dominated by the blue corner here. We're gonna find out in a few moments.
And no shame to Jeevan Mucker, the Brown Mamba, who again took this fight on less than 2 weeks' notice and put on yet another show. A show of shows here at King Striking Series 5. Not a boring round to be found all night long.
There we see Jordan Smith, who put on another exhilarating matchup earlier this evening. Now looks like we're ready for the official decision in this one, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 heavy, hectic rounds, we go back to the judges' scorecard for the decision. And the winner, by way of unanimous decision, in the blue corner, James Glazier.
It was hard to give it any other way, Sanjay. James Glazier is victorious here in Canada. Whatever.
As we take another look in this bout that sealed the deal for the U.S. here tonight in this Battle of Nations. Talk about distance management. That was really the story in my estimation in this fight. Not to mention the Canadian leaping in with those punches and the American countering, taking advantage, as you just see there, that big knee landing. And again, those push kicks in succession all fight long as James Glazier puts the Americans up 4-2.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take another 10-minute intermission, but stick around when we come back. We're going to have our co-main event, so stay where you are if you're tuning in on YouTube. Again, a big thank you to We Digital Productions for their coverage. Stick around live and stick around, everybody, here at the WFCU Center. We have lots more fun coming up. Once again, King Striking Series is sponsored by Downtown Windsor BIA. The official caterer and after-party spot for tonight is the Bourbon Tap and Grill. The official beer partner for Kings 5, Frank Brewing Company. The community partner, the Windsor Youth Center. Your one and only Oddities and Uniques booth helps out along the way. That is the Rustic Palace. The uniform supplier of King Striking Series is SNK Design. The official sprinkler supplier, Rainworks Sprinklers. The plumbing sponsor, Old Walkerville Plumbing. The official realtor of King Striking Series is Robert Rotundi. The HVAC sponsor is Langman Heating and Cooling. And also helping along the way, DS Electric. The official photographer, Jose Castillo's Photography. And once again, folks, keep on looking at the King's social media pages and online at KingStrikingSeries.com for more information coming up within the next few weeks for King Striking Series 6. It will take place in May. More information available throughout the month of February. So stay where you are. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Matter of fact, get something to eat, something to drink, and we'll see you in 10 minutes. And for those tuning in on YouTube and on We Digital, we'll be back.
If you're planning to build, renovate, or upgrade, you need a master electrician on your team. Today's electrical codes are in place for your safety, insurance compliance, and peace of mind. Our professional team stands ready to help solve your residential, industrial, or commercial electrical challenges. Trust DS Electric in Windsor to get the job done safely, on time, and on budget. Call or message us today for a full, comprehensive estimate. If you're planning to build, renovate, or upgrade, you need a master electrician on your team. Today's electrical codes are in place for your safety, insurance compliance, and peace of mind. Our professional team stands ready to help solve your residential, industrial, or commercial electrical challenges. Trust DS Electric in Windsor to get the job done safely, on time, and on budget. Call or message us today for a full, comprehensive estimate.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make your way back to your seats. We're in the home stretch of King Striking Series 5, Canada versus USA.
Yeah, all the fights from the last ones you can see too.
Like free?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I'm gonna check it out when I get home.
Please.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm Rayworks.
Oh, awesome. Good. Nice to meet you, man.
Taking 5, let the other guy do a little camera work. How heavy are those things? What's that? How heavy
Ladies and gentlemen, King Striking Series presents to you the co-main event of the evening. And for the first time, a kickboxing championship will be won in the city of Windsor. The first bout in our co-main event, 5 rounds for the King Striking Series 135-pound championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He has a record of 15 wins and 5 losses. 1 win by way of TKO. He stands at 5 feet 9 inches tall. From Hanover, Ontario, representing Golden Tiger Hanover, here is Blair, the Wild West. West.
So this our co-main event, our first of 2 championship fights, Sanjay. I'm Drake Demore, joined by Sanjay Maru. And here we go with the Wild Blair West from Golden Tiger, Hanover, Ontario, making his King's debut, a storied fighter from up to the 401.
And you got to say it right, Drake. Blair, the Wild West.
Oh, right.
The Wild West.
Wild West.
Looking to continue this streak of absolutely wild fights here at King Striking Series 5. As I've mentioned all night here on this live YouTube stream, and thank you to all of you who are watching us right now live on YouTube. This has been an absolutely wild night of fights with not a boring round in sight. You could go back and watch any portion of this video, the second round of this fight, the first round of that fight, and it is action through and through. Another example of why King Striking Series is the place to be if you want to see exciting kickboxing action. And talk about Blair West from Hanover, Ontario, who has an opportunity to make history as the first ever King Striking Series 135-pound champion.
And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner with a record of 6 wins, 3 losses, 4 wins by way of TKO. He stands tonight at 5 feet 8 inches tall from here in the Rose City, representing Windsor Thai Boxing, Deshaun, the Big Dog, St. Pierre!
A man we have not seen since King's very first event. Now back here at King's 5, looking to go 2-0. The Big Dog, DSP, Deshaun St. Pierre, steps into the King's ring for the second time in his career, again with a shot at becoming the first ever King's 135-pound champion.
A lot riding on this one. To be the first ever champion, not only 135-pound champion, but the first champion in Kings, is a lot to say the least, man. And let's take a look at this tail of the tape. The Big Dog versus the Wild West, a pretty even matchup in every category except for maybe experience, as Blair West has more than 10 years of age on DSP.
That's right, the Wild West, 12 years the elder of Deshaun St. Pierre, who's got about a 2-inch reach advantage on the Hanover native. So let's see if that pays dividends for Deshaun St. Pierre, who's getting a rousing ovation here inside the Wfcu Center.
A man who's fought all over the world enters the fray yet again to do exactly what he does, this time with gold on the line.
Opportunity knocks.
Ladies and gentlemen, the King's 135-pound championship!
Reminiscent, Drake, of my favorite professional wrestling championship, the classic white strap Intercontinental title. In appearance, is the 135-pound Kings Championship.
And funny, I think the
The
big dog
referee is
actually
Jesse
did hold
Bachelor.
that title
yeah, that's
at
right,
one
the
time.
big dog Roman Reigns.
And it's a big day for big dogs. I mean, a Royal Rumble win, maybe a championship win all in one day across continents.
As the big dog now looks to take out the wild Blair West and make history here tonight. You're right, Blair the Wild West.
Man. Even as soon as I said it, I said, nah, that doesn't work. So
here we go.
There we go.
Championship on the line.
And one thing to notice here, man, no headgear, no shin gear. This is a bare shin fight. Only the second ever in Kings history, and rightfully so when championship gold is on the line.
Ripping to the legs are both men.
All of our fights have been 3 2-minute rounds. This, 5 2-minute rounds. So they have to pace themselves as, again, 2 experienced fighters doing exactly that for just a little bit as they get tied up here. Big knees.
And moments ago, we saw both men exchanging leg kicks and now both exchanging knees, mirroring each other as they both now mirror each other with the body kick attempts.
Similar styles on display here in our co-main event here at Kings 5.
Stepping in viciously.
Whoa!
With that leg kick as West now gets rocked against the ropes as DSP looks to take advantage. Looking at the faces of the crowd here in Windsor, they are locked in for this historic championship fight as West lands with the leg kick, but again, DSP responding.
Nice jabs by DSP, but now again finds himself in the clinch. And knees delivered by Blair West.
A barrage of knees.
We said it time and time throughout the night, man. Those knees do a lot of damage.
Blair, the Wild West, with an opportunity to win King's Gold in his King's debut. Vicious knee to the body, oh my goodness. And a high kick lands to end the first round for Deshaun St. Pierre.
Pretty tight matchup here, pretty tight round, I should say. Hard to give that to anyone. And again, our first of 5, so a long way to go if this goes the distance, man. And it likely will. With a 135-pound division, these two probably have a lot of gas in the tank. It can go all the way, and they will for the championship.
135-pound title on the line here at Kings 5. First time a championship is on the line, if I'm correct, Drake.
Yes, I mentioned that earlier,
okay,
actually.
I just want to make sure.
We have 2 championships, and this being the first one ever dished out in Kings. So you're literally going to be the first champion in Kings.
First championship crowned ever in this organization.
Yet alone the division, the entire promotion. Everyone on their feet for this one, rightfully so, because there's a lot on the line. You want to add that championship belt to your trophy case.
Second round, action underway. Ooh, man,
leg
huge,
kick, man.
Yeah, huge leg kick.
Trying to take that table leg right out. Big knees too by Blair, the Wild West. That's been his story this entire time.
Nothing doing on those kick exchanges. A bit of blood trickling from the nose of DSP as Blair West scores with 2 big knees.
Body kicks there, Deshaun. Set it up with your hands. Set it up with your hands.
Loading up on that left hook was West, who gets dropped to the mat.
Keep him in the corner, Deshaun. Good, there you go. Go to that.
St. Pierre looking to step in.
Deshaun, I need more kicks.
Both athletes just locked in right now, man. You can see it on their face. Game face.
Blair West doing a great job loading up on those kicks.
Man. And not only his kicks, his knees, as mentioned too. And he took a big shot there. He finds himself cornered.
DSP responding with a right hook in that clinch, but.
And to reiterate, 3 seconds in the clinch, especially against the ropes, before the official breaks him up. And that's where you got to capitalize and do as much damage as you can. As you see our official Jesse Batchelor counting to 3.
4 knees just landed moments ago for Blair West, but he stepped in hard with that first one. 4 knees in less than 3 seconds. Impressive. And that's the end of our second round. These things go quick, man. But again, sound like a broken record. We got 5 in total, so 3 more to go. This is like a whole new fight we've seen throughout the evening. 3-round fights, and now expanding to 5 rounds. How does it change the complexion, Drake? I imagine when it comes to stamina management.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned right at the beginning. You can't just let, like, we would be going into our 3rd and final round right now, right? But basically, it's a whole new fight. You're starting from scratch, you know? So, again, it's a very even matchup. Maybe a little bit of an advantage for the blue corner at this point. Hard to say.
It's these knees. If a judge does give it to Blair West, it's because of these knees over and over to the body of DSP.
Thus far, that's the story of this one. Deshaun St. Pierre is still in this, but you got to give a slight advantage to the Wild West.
The trademark slap to the back from Stan Mancebo to his fighter, as we've seen all night, to signal the start of a new round.
Indeed, as mentioned, Stan's training in Thailand has brought the etiquette, you could say, here to Canada.
Ooh, huge push kick to the body.
DSP smiles about it, embraces it. But those low kicks are doing damage, dude.
Seeing the welt start to form on the legs of Deshaun St. Pierre. As West counters. Oh my goodness, huge knee again, over and over with these knees.
They sound and look like they hurt, but just shrugging it off is the big dog.
St. Pierre's corner telling him you gotta be first, because it has been all Blair the Wild West in these wild exchanges in terms of who is getting there first.
The red corner needs to win this one pretty badly, man. Get back to an even playing field going into our overtime rounds, I guess we can call them.
Championship rounds.
There we go.
Again, the knees, the story of this fight for Blair the Wild West. As St. Pierre's corner now asks him to hammer the leg.
A little bit of blood coming from Deshaun's mouth and nose, and you got to imagine those are just from those jabs that...
And you got to imagine the hesitancy of Deshaun St. Pierre. We can attribute to those knees from Blair West. Just a hair away from landing that overhand right was Deshaun St. Pierre. He now lands a push kick of his own. St. Pierre seeing a bit of success, but again, West responds. Oh my goodness! Big knee to the face!
He's rocked. He's rocked, man.
St. Pierre ate all of that knee, looking to shake it off. Referee to a count of 7. Well, that might do it.
We're going to find out
That
here.
might do it. Wow, referee Jesse Batchelor going to let this one continue.
Just at the end, just at the end of the 3rd round, that won't gain you any points in the judges' scorecards.
The bell.
But it definitely did damage. Nevertheless, you saw it. You saw it happen.
Wait a minute, I think that will do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Blair the Wild West.
I think the towel, or the coaches might have thrown in the towel.
This fight will not go to another round.
And we have it, man. That's a devastating way for it to go down, but Blair the Wild West is our first ever 135-pound champion as these two embrace. Emotional is DSP. And again, the veteran in this case is Blair West. And I think he's telling Deshaun St. Pierre, you have a bright future. You put up a good fight. Nothing to be ashamed of, as he was trying to respect the opposing team here. Wow, we didn't see that coming.
You just heard Blair say it. The Wild West is here, and he is now a mainstay in Kings.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee, Jesse Batchelor, stopped the match at the end of the third round. And due to stoppage for safety, your winner and the first Kings 135-pound champion from the blue corner, Blair the Wild West.
Oh,
Jesse, it's upside down. Upside down.
history made here tonight, courtesy of one Blair the Wild West, with another huge highlight here at Kings Striking Series 5. Blair the Wild West, now the king of the 135-pound division.
They could give him crown maybe instead. You got to get some smaller bouts, I guess, for those guys. But Blair West, again, rightfully so, he kind of dominated that fight, as we were mentioning, with the knees, in the clinch, the low shots and everything, as we take a look at the full highlights from this fight.
And how ironic is it that Blair West ends this fight with a massive knee, because it was the story of the fight, the knees, over and over, relentless in this attack. As we approach the final moments of this fight, the wild clinch, the Muay Thai knees, and already some blood was trickling from the nose of Deshaun St. Pierre, and all it took was one more big knee to end the night for the big dog, who put up a valiant effort to become the first ever 135-pound Kings champion. And there it was.
There's the dagger, yeah.
As Blair West had some gold to his championship trophy case. Congratulations to the Wild One.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event for Kings Striking Series 5, Canada versus USA. And unfortunately, due to an oversight, this will not be for a championship. However, we feature the best from the 147-pound division. Starting first, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He has a record of 8 wins and 6 losses, 5 of them by way of TKO. He stands tall at an even 6 feet. From Akron, Ohio, representing the World Kickboxing Academy from Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, the Wfcu USA National Champion, Dawson the Machine Yoder.
Dawson, the Machine Yoder, makes his King's debut here with championship gold on the line. He's a 2025 Wfcu USA champion, going up against a Canadian champion in himself. A lot on the line here. It's a lot to come over to another country, travel this way, in a crowd that you haven't fought in front of before, but it's worth it when championship gold is on the line.
Both men in search of their first Kings victory. Yoder making his Kings debut here tonight at the opposition. 0-1 here in Kings Striking Series. So the question is, who will score not just a historic first victory here in their Kings career, but who will walk away as the first ever Kings 147-pound champion? Dawson Yoder, the Machine, getting set for our main event here at Kings Striking Series 5 inside the Wfcu Center in beautiful Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Sanjay Maru, Drake Demore at ringside for what should be yet another high action fight.
This is no longer.
Oh,
Is there
okay. Well, updated's not a title.
And now introducing his opponent, the challenger, fighting out of the red corner. He has a record of 17 wins, 6 losses, 2 wins by way of TKO. Also standing at an even 6 feet tall from here in the Rose City, representing Windsor Thai Boxing, the reigning, defending Wfcu Canada National Champion, Joseph the Egyptian Prince Gouda.
Rousing ovation here in front of these hometown fans for Windsor Thai Boxing's Egyptian Prince Joseph Gouda. And Drake, some late breaking news in terms of the complexion of this fight. We have just been told, for reasons not known to us as of right now, that this is no longer for the 147-pound championship. Going to look to find out why that's the case in the coming days. But in the meantime, this is still a fantastic fight worthy of a main event here at King Striking Series 5. Again, no longer, despite what's on your screen, no longer for the King's 147-pound championship. 3 inches reach advantage for Joseph Gouda, 2 years the elder, is the Canadian as he takes on Dawson Yoder from Akron, Ohio.
still our last Canada versus USA matchup. Although USA has the advantage 4-2 going into this one, the Egyptian Prince can still put pride on his nation with a huge victory here in the main event. This is what it all comes down to, and this is why these two are in our main event. A storied fighter again around the world is Joseph Gouda, a former Wfcu Canada national champion himself, who hasn't been seen here at King's since the second ever event. The main event, decision loss to Aaron Fawcett from Las Vegas. So headgear back on for this one, as we've seen Joseph Gouda compete in bare shin fights in the past. Still a lot riding on this one for him and his club and his country.
This will be a 3-round bout.
We have been informed that this is a 5. We have been informed that this is still 5 2-minute rounds, as I believe we have mentioned, though just not for the championship anymore. I mean, I guess we'll see what kind of transpires here. It's a little unpredictable, but
all right,
nevertheless, our main event underway, Sanjay.
Joseph Gouda in the red, Dawson Yoder in the blue.
National champions from each his respected country going out of here, and this is exactly why they are champions.
Looking to spin is Dawson Yoder.
Still here to find out who's the best in the 147-pound division.
Ripping to the body is Joseph Gouda. Again, responding with a huge leg kick is the American.
Lightning fast are these two 147-pounders. Wow.
Out of the way.
Beautiful follow-up.
Now stepping in with those knees is the Canadian.
Fighting in midair like the Matrix.
Joseph Gouda is looking to finish this with one punch.
Oh, we gotta be careful though. Oh, huge Spartan kick. Almost pushing him out of the ring.
This crowd is coming glued.
Oh,
And a huge right hand and a knee behind it.
Cameraman, get out of there. Treacherous waters here in Windsor. Get in the corner, huge kick to the body by Joseph Gouda.
Like you mentioned, the Americans have won this Battle of Nations overall, but Joseph Gouda looking to send these Canadian fans home happy with a win for the red and white. Oh, and just a hair away from the final blow is both men exchanging right hooks. And now the knee lands for Yoder.
That's our first round, man. I don't know if this potentially might not go the distance, but we're going to be here to tell you all about it. Thank you for tuning in live to Kings 5. This is our main event, and I'm sure it's worth it to stick it out to this moment.
Sanjay Maru, Drake Demore at ringside for King Striking Series 5 as we take another look at this incredible action. Yoder looking to spin early, but from there it was all Joseph Gouda with a Matrix-like movement.
But here's where he started to turn the tide, man, and really capitalize. And there was a lot more from there, as we saw in that first round. And it's only going to continue and transpire into the second, unless Yoder has anything to do or say about it. Lots of time remaining in this one, as we're in the early stages of our main event.
Gouda in the red, looking for his first Kings victory, and this is one way to do it. Frenetic pace in that first round. And this is a man, the Egyptian Prince, not looking to score a point. He is looking to finish this fight with one massive blow. Second round underway. Big kick to the body for the Canadian. And another, and another.
Huge shots, man. Oh, big knee.
Yeah, stepping in with that one. Yoder, however, responding with one of his own.
He was forcing Yoder into that blue corner until he was able to clinch him up and find him back in the center here. Now maybe the turntables for just a moment. Stuck in the ropes there. That's unfortunate to see. Our official Maddox Cruz has the unfortunate duty of policing this one because it's wild, man. How do you control this?
Ripping to the body again and the leg behind it. He loves that body kick, leg kick combination is Joseph Gouda. Slight pause in the action. Action resumes. Nice kick. And now one down low again. High and low with those kicks is Joseph Gouda, the Egyptian Prince from Windsor, Ontario.
Double kicks to the body. I think they're just going to fix the leg gear better yet here.
Yeah, the shin guard's got to get back in place there.
As you see, he was trying to kind of pull it up at one moment, and I was going to say, you got to have to ignore it in a fight like this. They'll stop it when they can and need to. And it's a little bit of an advantage here for Gouda to talk to his corner for a brief moment. Spinning back kick not delivered there by Yoder.
Rip into the leg again is the Canadian. High action, high drama here inside the WFCU Center in our main event here at Kings 5. Nice right hand lands for Dawson Yoder. And now the knees in response by the Canadian.
Turn him, Joe, turn him. This is your fight.
How do you score that one?
Second round in the books.
Third and final round.
This might be our third and final round, it seems. A huge turn of events back and forth in this one. It was supposed to be for a championship. Thought we were still going to go the distance with 5 2-minute rounds, but this is it. It all comes down to this, it seems like. Joseph Gouda in control of this one, you got to imagine. Anything could happen in this third round, though. Let's take a look at what happened here.
Yoder looking to spin for the third time in as many rounds, but Gouda making him pay for it. Another huge knee lands.
Oh, and a big right hand.
And a left behind it.
They might be going over.
And again, just a hair away to escape that kick attempt by Yoder. Great head movement by the Canadian. Again stepping in with the knee is Joseph Gouda. Gouda in the red, Yoder in the blue. Big kick to the body lands for the Canadian. Nice right hand lands for Gouda and another. And now mixing it up with these knees and these right hands in succession. Yoder, however, doing a great job of staying in it with knees of his own. Oh no! And the offense to the body starting to build up.
Yoder might be at the end of the road for himself, but he's not giving up.
Again, nice kick to the body by Joseph Gouda, and again, over and over with this onslaught to the midsection. Left hook lands. Oh! And looking for the fight-ending knee to the face, just a hair away. As Joseph Gouda's corner believes he could end this fight. Nice right hand on the break.
Oh my goodness, it's over, but nevertheless, I think the red corner's got it in the bag.
And Joseph Gouda likely going to send these Canadian fans home happy with a massive win here in our main event at King's Striking Series 5.
This crowd is electric right now, Sanjay. This is the excitement that Kings brings every single time to the Wfcu Banquet Hall. Let's take a look at these highlights from this entire matchup here before the official decision from our ring announcer, Aaron Sanders. This is where, I mean, the entire time, Joseph Gouda just in control.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of the Shins and Fist of Fury, we go to the judges' scorecard for the decision. By unanimous decision, the winner of our main event in Kings 5, Canada versus USA, at the WFCU Center in Windsor, Ontario. In the red corner, the WACO Canada National Champion, Joseph, the Egyptian Prince Gouda.
So it is Joseph Gouda, the Egyptian Prince, sending these Canadian fans home happy with a victory in our main event here at King's Striking Series 5 in what has been an absolutely incredible night of fights from top to bottom.
Exhilarating. The final score in the USA versus Canada border matchup, 4-3, a tight one here between these two nations. USA just edging us a little bit with one fight, but Joseph Gouda proving why at least he, Windsor Thai Boxing, and Canadian fighters belong in any conversation when it comes to kickboxing and mixed martial arts.
What a night it has
Ladies
been.
and gentlemen, we thank you for your attendance for King's Striking Series 5, Canada versus USA. Don't forget, if you missed a thing tonight, if you want to check out the previous events here at the WFCU Center, be sure to go to King's Striking Series on YouTube and be sure to follow along on social media for upcoming events. And don't forget, Our next King Striking Series card will be King 6 coming up in May. For more information on tickets and the fighters competing in the card, please go to King Striking Series on social media. A big thank you to We Digital Productions for their live stream coverage tonight. They were outstanding, and thanks each and every one of you that have tuned in around the world and here at the WFCU Center. Give yourself a round of applause. You were fantastic. You were amazing. You're the reason why we've been here for almost a year. We also like to thank our fighters, the coaches, and all of our sponsors involved in tonight's event, and we hope to see you again in May. But remember, there are plenty of good sports out there, so you be one too. On behalf of the entire King Striking Series staff, our commentators this evening, Sanjay Maru of CTV Windsor, Drake Demore of LaSalle Vipers, both of them part of NCG Wrestling, and to each and every one of you that made all this possible. Until we meet again for King Striking Series 6, this be Aaron Sanders saying so long from the Rose City.